Hello there again, YouTubers. Once again, I, your Gothic host with the most, Knox, back to bring you more blasphemous brews. Today's brew is close to my heart, as many things with caffeine are, is Toasted Southern Pecan Coffee from Cameron's. Again, best damn coffee makers that there are, as far as I'm concerned at least. Never tried that Death's Head or Death Company or Death Wish coffee. The stuff that's supposed to have like caffeine added to it. I've always wanted to try it. I never have. It's also jolly expensive for what it is, to be completely honest. I think a pound of it is like $15. It's fucking stupid. Any Hoosiers. This stuff is significantly less expensive, but it's still like $13 for 32 ounces. First thing that you experience when you stick your face into this is it's like sticking your face into a really pleasant bakery, kind of in the morning. And you get that fresh, rising product smell, you know, the smell of fresh bread and fresh pies and fresh cookies and all the little ingredients being perfectly, perfectly in balance and everything. It smells delicious. It smells very pecan-y. This stuff does manage to smell just like a toasted pecan pie. It's pretty neat. I like it. Obviously, I'm not doing this Knox Tries for the very first time, but that's because, to be completely honest with you, I drink a tremendous amount of coffee, so unless it's a special brand, it's kind of hard for me to do something for the very first time for the show when it's coffee related. But that's all. Just wanted to explain it, and I know that it's being a little neurotic to explain it out loud, but I am neurodivergent. I am on the autistic spectrum, having severe ADHD. 1, and 2, it's my show. I get to explain shit if I want to. It's kind of the beauty of it, right? Anyway, so I started brewing this like I do brew everything. You brew it double strength because I like the extra caffeine, to be completely honest with you. I know it goes through the coffee about twice as fast as normal, but again, it's my coffee, and I mean, that's why the hell I have it, is to drink it, right? Proudly crafting America's best homebrewed coffee in Minnesota, Cameron's, of course. Morning, friend. When the sun is up, your favorite mug is out, ready and waiting. These beans are roasted with small town heart for your super big joy. Good things come to those who wake. So, resolve to keep your mug half full today. It's cute. I don't know. I get a kick out of their packaging. I wish it was a little bit more bombastic or a little bit more, had a little bit more advertisement on it. But, I mean, to be fair, Cameron's kind of sells itself. If you've ever tried Cameron's coffee, it's very, very good. It's very, very smooth. The roast is very even, yada, 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 yada. This isn't a commercial for Cameron's coffee, but suffice to say, I happen to love their coffee. In fact, to be completely honest with you, I have been drinking Cameron's for probably, oh man, over 10 years, and I have yet to have a flavor of theirs that doesn't taste, one, it doesn't at least smell exactly like what it's supposed to smell like. The taste is sometimes off because of how artificially flavored oils work in coffee brewing, but that's not right there, in my opinion, at least. But yeah, honestly, I love Cameron's. I think it's a very good coffee company. They do, in fact, resource their things responsibly. They pay their growers well. They pay their workers well. They've never been embroiled in a public lawsuit. They've never been embroiled in some CEO, taking money from the company or any other bullshit like that. So, in general, I like to support them. Speaking of brand recognition, so the other day at my store, I work at one of the fast food chains around here. My area coach I walk in the door, and my area coach is sitting there. She's eating from Chick-fil-A, of all places. Now, I try not to judge people, but I do sometimes judge people by what they eat, because what you're willing to put in your body kind of says a lot about your character. It's a bit of a reflection about your inner self, I think. And it's not really altogether untrue. I mean, it's not really unfair to judge someone who eats at Chick-fil-A. It's really saying, I know what they do, but I'm okay with it because chicken. And I instantaneously felt very uncomfortable. Now, Chick-fil-A has never personally targeted my heavy ass, but I am bisexual, and all my friends are part of the LGBTQ rainbow. And I don't know, my area coach being willing to imbibe chicken from such a bigoted resource who openly funds conversion therapy camps for, teens. I don't know, man. That made me feel real weird inside. I'm not entirely sure how comfortable I felt about it, but I don't know. I guess the whole reason why I'm killing the internet, other than to kill time, of course, is because I think that the foodstuffs we are willing to down sometimes show a modicum of our character. And it is a good idea, therefore, to make sure that if your food comes from a company that is questionable, let's just say questionable, because there are companies out there that do things similar to Chick-fil-A but aren't Chick-fil-A. So, for the example that I'm giving here, or the point that I'm trying to make here, I guess, I think that you should be wary of what it is that you're eating, in public or in private, really, because whatever you're willing to put in your body is, again, that reflection of kind of what you value to a certain degree. I mean, when it comes from a fast food company, because a lot of people know what goes on in the fast food companies, or they know what the fast food companies' stances are on things, because the companies make their stances known every year in all sorts of ways. Like, for instance, McDonald's gives a tremendous amount of money to children's illness research. In fact, McDonald's, if you all might remember this, Ronald McDonald, the House of Children's Charities, or just Ronald McDonald House. It used to be called Children's Charities back in the 80s, but probably isn't anymore. Anyway, I digress because this is getting kind of long. The point is, McDonald's obviously really cares about people, and they go out of their way to show it. A brand like Chick-fil-A, who goes out of their way to show that they don't care about people and that they want to push their agenda on others, I think subconsciously you should know that, be aware of that, and not buy their product, because that's a very amoral stance to take, even in the business world. And I'm just saying, from a purely socio-political point of view, being willing to associate with a company that is willing to do those things to other people, fuck Chick-fil-A. I will never eat there. My family will never eat there. So, back to the coffee. Smells like a freshly baked pecan pie. Love this shit. Try it black, no creamer, just for you guys. That does legitimately taste like a freshly baked pecan pie. It's interesting. You get the notes of roasted nut going across your tongue. It almost skitters across your tongue. It's kind of interesting. And then you can taste what would be this very light crust around the edge. And, yeah. There's just a hint of sweetness. Those pecan pies, if you haven't noticed, are... Well, they are very sweet, but you can't make this stuff too sweet. So, toasty and nutty. That's the notes that you're supposed to get here. Toasty and nutty. I personally think that it does exactly what it says it's going to do. It gives you the taste of lightly toasted, fresh, crisp pie crust. That's what they mean by toasty. The nutty comes from the pecans, and I can definitely taste the pecans because there's a ton of pecan oil in here. I personally think this is great. I would like it if there was a little bit more of a flavor profile when it's in its black format, but that's is what it is, I suppose. As far as for coffee, like I said, I'd like this to have a little bit more flavor to it, but it always tastes pretty darn good. I give this an 8 out of 10. I do definitely recommend this one, although I recommend either the Highlander Grog or Double Fudge or Double Chocolate Brownie, which is my favorite. I recommend either of those first, but if neither of those is available and you need some decent ass fucking coffee, look no further than Southern Toasted Pecan, okay? That's all I'm fucking saying. As with everything that we try here, well, almost everything, This is available at Woodman's. Like I said, this size is about $13. It's really not bad. It's 32 ounces. It will last you a month. So, peace, love, heavy metal. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay caffeinated, my friends. Toss the corn to your witcher if you are feeling frisky. Love you all. See you on Sunday. Bye.